Howdy out there in Fusion 360 land. This is the CNC Dude on New Year's Eve 2021. I had to look at my calendar. And I want to go over some nice things that Fusion 360 has. And I'm actually, I'm a big on the CNC end, or the CAM manufacturer side. A couple of things, like I'm working on making a triple clamp or triple tree for my racing bike. And I had some designs, and I was starting the generative course, but I didn't get too far with it. But I had these 3 circles. This is what I have to align to match the motorcycle front end. Other than that, I'm pretty, I can do it any way I want. I decided to do it over because I actually started to design this in something else I wasn't very good at. So I imported these numbers. And where's my next one here? I think it was this one here. And I kind of made it more bare bones, and I was looking at how to put in the side clamp hole here. And then I was looking at it and go, this looks a lot thinner than my original one. And I lost my notes, but I went in here and inspected this. I said I measure from here to there. 1 inch, and I put 3/4, so I got to update that one. And this one also, I started to do the model the clamp holes here. So I'm going to get back to the original because I didn't really. Actually, I think the basic layout's fine. I want to change where the lightning holes are going to be here, but just thought I'd do a do-over. Anyway, with that in mind, if you needed to share a file with somebody, like if I just wanted to send this design file, or I could send everything, the CAM file and everything, let me just save that one. So if you go right here, it says share public link. All right, share public link, and this window will come up. Share the latest version with anyone using this link. Bink. And you get a link. And then you can allow it to be downloaded. Let's see if you can shut that off. So you can, I think with this version here, you can have somebody that will look at it in the cloud, but they can't download it into another Fusion. But most of the time, or in class, I have students send me the file if they're not on our team layout, or we could share files in the team, but this is like somebody that's not in the class or not in the team. We can allow items to be downloaded, and you can also put a password in to make it that if somebody ends up with the file and you don't want anybody else to have it, you can send a separate password, and then you can make sure that only the person you gave the password will have this. All right, so I copy this, and I can email that. So if I go into my, let's see, my CNC Dude Gmail account, right? Gmail. And I want to compose something here. And I want to send this to my teacher, this link. And I'll say that my teacher, me, and check my design. Or I can add the password in this link. I can send it. Go on, and I'll close my Fusion file here. Close, and I'll go check my emails here. So I'm in class, and I check my mail. Okay, sign in with my OneDrive account. Look at my inbox. Maybe make sure that things are coming in here. Hopefully this will show up. Hopefully. Let's see if we get anything showing. Here, check my design right there. Oh. All right, so I click on this. I don't even have Fusion turned on right now. So right now it goes to what the file is. It gives me a little markup area. You can actually hit done here, and you can mark. I have never used this area before. I'm sure some people have. Can print this out. I can measure something here. So if I don't have Fusion at all, I can do like, hey, I think you should like add a hole right here. But I want to go right to Fusion. So I can download it as a Fusion archive, or I can download it in any other format. So if I do another format, I would use that if I was opening it as something other than Fusion. But if I want all the manufacture stuff, I have to open it in Fusion only. So I'm just going to click the blue button, open in Fusion, and right now it's opening Fusion, and I can continue to work in the background. Open the N launcher, and hopefully my Fusion will come on here. If I see that little F down here. Yep, comes on automatically. I think I have it auto loading right now. So actually this is like me sending it back to myself, but I can open it up in any file. So even right here, I can go look in this and say, okay, let me measure some stuff. Hey, you know, you only made this 3/4 of an inch thick. So I could go in here and do this thing called launch Screencast recorder and do a recording right here. Select a program. So it's which one am I want to review Fusion, right? Hit the play button. Red screen comes up, and it's recording me right now, just like I'm on this mic, but it's a separate recording. I could talk about your project, like, hey, I like the way it looks. I would lighten it up. I would add some fillets and radiuses up here. Make sure you do more work on the clamping bolts to chamfer up here. And by the way, did you know this is only 0.75 thick? I think you wanted to be 1 inch thick. And then I could just say, okay, that's all I need. Beep. Go in my Screencast recorder here, right here. Hit stop. It's recorded right now, so I could play it and review it. But I can see right here, this is a good recording. I could save and upload that. And you just got to fill out some stuff. Triple recheck. Ed. Maybe I only want people with this link to see it. Trip 3, or if you want to get more descriptive, I'll do beginner and select an area. I'm going to say it's a manufacturing or design area. And included audio recorded from microphone. I'm going to upload that. So right now it's being uploaded. The recording. Right here it's processing. And even right now, if I click on this, I can copy the link now and send it even before this is finished recording. But right now it's going to be recorded and saved in the Autodesk Cloud. So now if I go to copy the link, I go back to my class and I say reply. Looks good. Review. Link. Yeah, Control V. Is that this? Hopefully that's a different one than this one. Yep. Now that's a different location. I'm going to hit send. Boop. This is all done. And I go back to my email. Not this one, this one here. Yeah, let me hit refresh. See if it's coming in. We'll give it a second. So maybe I'm at home. I got my Fusion off. Right. Oh, here it is right here. Looks good. Review link from my teacher. I click on this thing. Which brings me to the Autodesk area. It's preparing the screencast. So right now it'll eventually be ready for me. So it's actually automatically linked to the video of me talking about me. But you know what I'm saying. Talking about somebody else's project. So those two tools in Fusion are a great add-on for collaboration. Now in Fusion, you have teams, which means you got to be a member of a team or create a team and make people members of your team. We found that you cannot drag and drop models from one team to another. You have to export and import. I believe that's the only current way right now. So right up here, I have my CNC Dude team. That's me, which is also a single user storage. But right now, this is actually my school team. Everybody is in the school, is on this team STC. And I might be in maybe only one category or a lot of them, because I'm actually a co-teacher in this one. So I have access to all the projects, even though I am not the administrator of these projects. And I'm also another one called Pokey's team, which is our newest student, and he has his own area. Yeah, he's only got not too much there. Team Pokey. Nothing there. All right. So I'll go back to my CNC Dude team. You can name that any way you want. So when you're in this area, now you can collaborate and say that I put the file in this directory, and now I want you to do the manufacture side. These are the parts I need made. And you can actually add, like, get into areas like add comments here and stuff. This is actually an interesting area. I just saw a video on this the other day. So, but that's kind of new to me. Anyway, though, so if you want to review let's look at projects we did on the cam side, like right, where are we going here? CNC Tech. Oh, like this one says request access. So it's there, but I don't have access to that. All right, so we got, let's see, Caleb, he was in our class. He did there's all his Titan parts. And right in here, I go to Titan Caleb 1. It's like a 16 versions. All right, so I got, yeah, we got all the, this is all the first side operations. When I look at this setup, I'll say that looks good. I'm not sure what this warning means. Cannot plunge outside stock. I'm looking at, I think sometimes the plunging will give you issues. It technically isn't, the yellow is not like the death warning. It's just a warning. So I'll also do a quick simulate. You know, press play, look at the whole thing. Oh, yep, that all looks what I expect. I'm using comparison mode. I'm using tail for the toolpath, so it's like disappearing toolpath. And red usually means you're overcut or you machined an area that shouldn't have been machined. So sometimes the tapped holes will come out as red, but these red sections on here, I am concerned that they're chamfered too big. So right here, I'm going to check this setting so I can review the file and say, okay, let's look at the setting for chamfer right here. All right. This one here says 10,000, so it's actually going to go 10,000 beyond that. So we've been upgrading these to make it 0. All right, then we can redo this again. Simulate, double click, unzoom, and if I press now go to an X operation, I can jump ahead by operation and bring it up to the chamfer, and I'll hit play on the chamfer. Now my green marks are gone, so that's good. That I was able to fix that issue. Then I'm also going to look at the, I'll look at the drill. Deep drill, and I may be able to change some settings in here, like, let's see, drill. I can see that it's not in. Looks like it's in a little bit deep with this section here. So I would go in and say, I think we do not want to go in that deep. Model top 105. This was one method that Titan was using, like forcing it by number. I've been trying to use this chamfer width, and that'll actually match whatever's there. I think that's better. This would do the drilled hole. Oh, it seems like it's over drilling. I can't really tell. It's the right size, so that's really not the issue. And this is the threaded part. So if we go double click back, go back again, and if I have on the, oh, I don't have all my stuff on the bottom. I can actually follow along and see how it's doing, or I can just go right back to simulate again. Go right to the end. So I got red marks, but not as big as they were before. So I would say everything on that is a go. Right? And that's it. So we're using share link to share files, and then screencast to review files. So you can communicate back and forth. I see a lot of people on like Facebook and stuff, and you're always trying to type out the question and give a visual, and it's pretty good up to a point, but I think nothing beats like talking and having it in your hand. That's, you can probably, I can write an answer, or I can help somebody, or somebody can help me just say that, oh, I could see something that you might not see. Okay? Talk to y'all later, and Happy New Year.